All right, we are here, guys. Welcome back to Life in Progress. I can't believe I'm saying this, but...
Are you not gonna introduce yourself and me?
I was getting there.
Were you?
If you let me finish.
Okay.
Well, I was going to introduce them and then say, hey, I'm Carly.
That'd be weird.
So should I say I'm Carly first?
I think that's what we've done every single episode.
Okay. Guys, welcome back to Life in Progress. I'm Carly.
I'm Ilana.
And we have some very special guests today. And let me just start by saying this will be the first episode my fiancé probably listens to since he is on the episode. But we have today Jason and Jake. Say hi.
What's going on, guys?
How's it going?
Yay!
Excited to be here.
We're so happy you're here.
We can hear the excitement in your voice.
Yeah, we're so happy you're here. Jason only cried about it all morning, about having to wake up and come to the studio. But now that we're here, I feel like...
We're ready. We're ready to rock and roll.
You're ready to rock
I
and
have a
roll?
question. Jason, how does it feel knowing we don't have guests on this podcast and this is your second time on Life in
Honestly,
Progress?
I'm kind of honored.
You should be.
I am. This is a big step.
Oh, so this is his second episode then?
Yeah.
I forgot he recorded one.
But that doesn't mean he listened to the first one.
That's true, but he was there.
He was there.
He was there. He heard himself.
Yeah. Jake, how does it feel for you to be on Life in Progress?
I'm honored. Been on some Seen Other People ones. Excited to be here on Life in Progress.
I'm
Be
really
part of this journey.
curious what you're gonna think like of the difference of like seeing other people and Life in Progress.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. It's four people in this one, so that's the biggest difference so far. Is just like when to kind of chime in, I guess.
Are you guys nervous?
Not really.
It's not fair. I asked Jake in the car on the way here if he was nervous. He was like, no.
I mean, I'm not like nervous, but like a little, I guess. I don't
You
know.
know, like, they're like,
Like, I get
Well,
nervous.
I think it's funny, like the difference in like preparation for today. Like I rolled out of bed at like 8:15 to be ready to go by 9, and Ilana's like, I'm setting my alarm for 7. Gotta take my shower. Gotta do my hair. Gotta get my. It's like a whole event and a whole day and a whole morning. We're just like, okay, we'll stroll in. We'll sit where we like sit and just talk.
I think yours was kind of the opposite. Yours was ready in 15 minutes.
and Jason's like showering and doing all the things. I think we have very...
In fairness, I had the shower. I was a little hungover. I had the shower.
Okay, fine. Jason decided last night to go out and they went to some bar and played beer pong with like high schoolers. So
You sound really cool.
yeah,
It's actually a lot of fun.
I think he felt really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, really excited for this episode. We have so many questions from you guys. I think this was the most answered Q&A box ever. Literally
Of all time.
ever.
In the history
Damn.
of all Q&A boxes.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to start?
Yeah, well, first and
Oh,
foremost,
yes.
we have a very important question. We have to pop the question to you guys. What's in progress?
Jake?
You want to take it? You want to start?
Jake first, sure.
First.
Been planning a wedding, just hardcore.
No, you haven't.
Going at it.
Literally,
every
no,
day.
you haven't.
The people need to know. No.
Jake, what part of the wedding have you been planning?
Obviously, I'm just kidding.
He marked his calendar. Do you know the date of our wedding?
June 1st. It will actually be a very easy anniversary date. I'm like very thankful for that June 1st is going to
Well,
be our date.
What's easier, yours or
Mm.
ours? Jason, when's our wedding?
420.
That's pretty easy.
That's an
That's
easy
easy
one
to
too.
remember.
yeah.
That's an easy one too.
We decided that on our anniversary, sorry to cut you off, but our anniversary, our wedding anniversary every year, we're just gonna get really high and just like eat a bunch of food. Like not
Sounds
like
great.
go
Sounds
out.
awesome.
Yeah, just like stay in, get really high and just eat.
I love that.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Jake. What's your actual in progress?
What's actually in progress? So obviously it's wedding year, so trying to be like a little bit more mindful of working out, being in shape, whatever. So I kind of like set up some goals for myself, which didn't meet in week 1, but it's like
What were your goals?
I put like a few together. So one is walk at an 8% incline, 10 miles a week. Didn't hit it first week.
Okay.
Read 100 pages a week. Also did not hit it the first week. But we're trying. I think like if I can get a little bit better every single week, it will get there.
We're all in progress.
Exactly. And yeah, the last part is I take a picture every day of myself. So kind of hold myself accountable. It sounds, I hate that.
It's very fun. We have a shared.
I hate sharing that with.
iCloud album now.
I hate sharing that at all. And the fact that I just
Really
did this
proud
in
of
the
you.
like
No,
progress
I love
thing,
that.
Super
This
embarrassing.
is a really safe space. No, it's just us.
yeah.
And everyone listening.
and,
Wait, you guys have a shared goals list?
No, well, we have a lot of shared lists, but we have this shared
Lots of
iCloud
shared.
album
We're talking about
of
this way
Jake
too much.
in
We should move on to the
shorts
next subject.
with no shirt on from like different angles that he takes in the same spot every single morning.
Well, it's just to hold hold
himself
yourself
accountable.
accountable a
That's
little
good.
bit. So when I like eat like shit the night before and I wake up the next day, I'm like, oh, I'm such a fat piece of shit. I'm such an idiot. And then
Guys, they're just like
Have you
us.
guys got? Are you guys doing the wedding diet, or is that not happening?
we're gonna,
I need
don't
to.
know.
I need to.
I'm now nervous because my bachelor party is like 3 weeks before the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be like
Mm.
probably a lot of drinking and eating
Yeah.
unhealthy and whatnot. But right after that,
Those
Those
3
3
weeks.
weeks.
3 weeks.
Let me
Gonna
tell
hit
you.
those goals.
Wow. Okay, that's a good one.
yeah, that's what's in progress for me.
Jason, what's in progress for you?
What's in progress for me? So, I mean, obviously, wedding stuff we got
Mhm.
going on.
And he is
Actually planning the wedding.
a little involved, and it's like
There's definitely parts that I am very much involved with. and there's
very
definitely
much
parts that
OCD about.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if we do something, we got to do it right.
Yeah, we disagree on some of these things. I'm like, it's one night, and Jason's like, if we're gonna have a wedding, it needs to be perfection.
Not I wouldn't say perfection.
But like, this is why we're different. Like, anyway, what's in progress?
What else is in progress? Brothers had a baby,
Mhm.
so we got to go see the baby. That was a good time.
So small.
I'm an official. Well, no, I was a nephew, I guess. With
You weren't a
with
nephew.
Chase.
You were
I mean, sorry.
you're
Nephew.
Chase's
You're
nephew.
Jason's nephew.
I was now an official uncle on my side of the family.
Yeah.
which is nice. So this is nice to see. And she's so tiny though. Babies are like
Jason was very scared to hold a baby.
when babies are born within that first week or two, they're very tiny.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're gonna break them, but
he didn't like that.
yeah, they need to be a little bit bigger.
yeah.
Anything else in progress?
What else is in progress?
We only
no, I
told
would
them
say-
to think about this for a
Yeah.
week now.
I would say
Last
no.
night at like 11:30.
You should have known
A
it was coming,
week.
except you guys don't listen to our podcast, so maybe you don't.
I do listen to it, but yesterday while you guys were recording, Ilana, before the recording's like, Jake, what should be in progress for me?
Because we have had to think of 6 in progresses in the last 2 days for the 6 episodes we recorded. So it's really hard.
It's not easy.
So yes, I needed to phone a friend.
You know what though is one of my goals for the new year. One of my goals is to listen to one podcast every single day.
What
So-
what genre? What
Yeah,
podcast?
maybe it's this one every
Like
single
podcast.
day.
No, he always says like, I'm like, Jason, like, did you listen to our podcast? He goes, it's just not really my thing. Like, it doesn't really pertain to me. I'm like, okay, thanks. You are
No,
so
honestly,
supportive.
no, I listen to this one. I like it. It's a good podcast.
Oh,
Okay, that
okay.
sounds really
Biggest
sincere.
lie ever. Okay, you want to listen to a podcast?
No, one podcast every day, whether it's something educational, whether it's something, entertaining.
Okay, what's your podcast of choice besides Life in Progress?
Usually something like financial related.
Shocker. Okay.
No, that's good. That's good for you guys.
You know, it's good.
Yeah.
It's
We need
good.
More of that.
Yeah. Who does because obviously in our relationship, I don't touch finances. He does even like my personal everything.
Mhm.
I don't know how to do anything. Who does that for you guys?
We're still separate, I would say.
No.
Yeah.
We're still
No, ours are separate. She just has no idea what to do. Like,
No, I mean like she pays like your own.
Jake
credit
has a
card.
really robust spreadsheet of
Mhm.
all of his and our finances and what they could be in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and different investments and stuff. So he's definitely like more in the weeds. But I'm looking at my own finance sheet every single day.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm looking at that. But when it comes to like 401ks and taxes,
like
and-
taxes we were trying to do. She's like,
Yeah, Jake will be
she's like,
managing our
I'm including you the accountant.
Taxes.
You
is
talk.
is
I don't know
to
what to do.
finances. For now.
yeah.
Well,
Well, okay, speaking of, because that's a good little segue, Jason, what do you do for work?
So I am in wealth management.
You're in wealth management.
In
What does
wealth
that mean?
management.
Yeah, what does wealth management mean?
No, it can mean a bunch of different things. It can mean financial planning. It can mean, helping people save for retirement. It could be budgeting, for example.
Okay, but what do you do?
Oh, what do? I'm an analyst. on the team.
and what does that mean?
So I look at the different investments that we invest on our team. So, it could be, I'm not going to get too bore you guys into the weeds here because you guys will probably fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm already bored.
But just looking at the different types of products that we put our clients into and the different strategies that we run for our clients to help grow their money over time. We'll go with that in a nutshell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're helping
Do you want to
grow
take us
our
on?
Yeah.
I mean, we're always looking for new clients.
Yeah. You should hear his minimum.
Maybe
Jake,
not yet.
what do you do for work?
What do I do for work? I work for this tech restaurant group called Wonder. So we open up brick and mortar restaurants that are kind of like food halls. You offer 20 to 30 different restaurants inside of it. And I'm our regional manager. So I oversee all the ones in New York City. So we have five brick and mortar restaurants in New York City.
Do you
that
just
all
get
open
to
this year.
like eat all day?
There's definitely a lot of food. Yeah.
Is that one of the perks? Is it free food?
Definitely perk is eating at work for sure. Yeah.
There you
And
go.
there's good variety there as well. So that's a nice part about Wonder. But yeah, it's been really fun, really challenging. We opened up 10 restaurants just
Okay.
this year. Yeah, super fun.
And if you guys want to try Wonder, you can get $15 off your first 2 orders with promo code ILAAN231. That's ILAAN231 because I accidentally spelled my name wrong when making my account.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Literally how?
And there's one that just opened up by us on the Upper East Side, which makes the commute to
Which
work a
one do
lot
you like the
easier,
best?
so. Out of all the restaurants
Yeah.
inside of the restaurants, I like this restaurant, Made On. It's the best. That's my favorite.
Hanu Poke.
Hanu Poke is good
Love
too.
poke. It's
There's,
like my
there's a lot of
favorite
good
poke ever.
choices. Yeah.
How do you say it? Poke?
Poke.
Poke.
Yeah, it's like a poke bowl.
Poke bowl.
Poke, pokey,
Okay.
Pokey.
tomato.
Never heard poke.
Poke.
You heard poke?
I think
No.
poke is correct.
I think
that
poke
is the
is
correct
also
term.
correct.
Poke is what,
The
like the
basic,
basic.
us people say?
yeah, but I think poke is correct.
Okay. Someone
Anywho.
correct us.
I trust the one in the restaurant industry.
Fair. Fair.
Anywho, okay, so we have a lot of listener questions.
Yes.
So we're going to start getting into those. And then we have a really fun game. So everyone listening, make sure you stick around for that. How old were we all when we met? So Carly and Jason, how old were you two when you met?
I was 27. No, I think I was 26, turning
26.
27, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Ilana.
And I was a year older.
And Jason was a year older. So you were 27 when we met.
Mhm.
How about you guys?
The same.
Okay.
So the both Jason and Jake are a year older than Carly and I.
Yes.
And you guys met
1 month prior.
1 month before we met.
And you were engaged a couple months before.
You guys got engaged.
And then, but we're getting married
A couple months
before
we're
you're getting married.
Wait, what? No.
And then you
I
guys
think,
are having babies before we're having babies.
I don't know.
I think you were 27. I was 28.
No,
You sure?
positive.
I think we celebrated my 27th birthday together because I was like, ugh, 27, such a lame age. Like, nothing, I don't want to do anything like crazy special. I know, I think she's right.
Okay.
We've been together for 3 years, so I'm 29.
Yeah.
So that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the age.
That was the age.
Okay. We have a lot of questions about what it's like to date, be engaged to, spend your lives with influencers. The first one being, what do you guys think of your fiance's social media presence?
I mean, sometimes it's a little embarrassing, probably. But for the most part, I don't really mind it. I think we talked about this earlier. Like, people know a lot about our lives, like even from like a work perspective, like, oh, like you went to like this place. And it's like, oh, yeah. I met someone at work, had like a full hour-long conversation with them. And at the end of it, we like went back to our desk and whatnot. And then she's like, I just want to let you know, like, I followed Ilana for the last like couple of years. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're Jake and you're Ilana's fiance. And I was like, oh yeah. And we just had a conversation for a full like hour beforehand.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I think that's what we like signed up for.
It's it's good. I actually enjoy it. There'll be times where we're out and people will like sometimes like, oh, you're the guy from the fiance from her TikTok or from her Instagram, whatever. But it's good. No, she's good social media presence. It's like some things originally, probably before I started dating Carly, I was more of like a private person. Now I've warmed up a little bit to the
You
fact
have.
of like, our life is more on social media. So now it doesn't faze me as much, I would say, but certain things we like to still keep private, but most of the things though now I'm pretty comfortable with.
Is there anything, and I think I may know the answer, but is there anything, Ilana, and same with me,
Mhm.
we've posted or we've talked about that you were kind of like, can you not? And like,
There's
why did you do
definitely one for me. Do you know what it is?
I don't.
Oh my God. I was like, please do not post that, Ilana. And she's like, I have to post it. It's so funny. It's like the one where you're like the clown and it's like,
You just hate the clown.
what?
You just hate.
You know,
It was this clown filter on TikTok.
Yeah.
He just hates it.
Oh,
It's
but
just
that's
like-
not
It
like
was
personal
nothing.
about you.
No.
no, but
No.
it was an embarrassing one. I was like, don't.
Okay, Jason, is there anything that I've posted or was going to post or something that you're just like, can you take that down? I know.
I know the answer.
I know the answer.
What's the answer?
No, I want to see if you know the answer.
I would say no. I mean, there's been times where like you're all ready to do the podcast, or not the podcast, like a post or something, and maybe I'm just like or in the middle of doing something. She'd be like, "All right, we're doing this right now. TikTok. Let's film this." And I'm like, I'm literally in the middle of doing something, but there's not really content or anything that we're like, I don't know.
You don't know which post I'm talking about that you asked me to delete?
Oh, that one. What was it again? I don't even remember what it was.
It was, I was talking about how I hate dating roles and dating influencers setting this standard that every person has to follow. And there are some dating influencers out there that say, if you don't have sex with your boyfriend every single night or like every other night, like you're not in a good relationship. And I was saying that's ridiculous. Like who's to say that that makes a good relationship or not? And I was like, I don't have sex every single night. Like that's just not, like, I don't have like the highest sex drive in the world. And I posted that and you did not like that. Your ego was a little hit.
No, it wasn't hit. It was just felt something like, I don't know, some things like stay personal. That's how I felt.
Are you gonna get mad at me for talking about it on the podcast?
I don't mind.
Okay. That was the one thing that he's been so good about, honestly, everything that I've posted. And I actually don't think you would have cared that much, but someone had like texted you making a joke and then you cared. Remember?
It wasn't someone. It was like I was hearing it from multiple people.
Oh, well.
I think for them, I'd say 99% of the time we're very respectful.
Yeah.
First of all, like we want to keep our private lives private, and we wouldn't want other, like you guys spilling our deepest, darkest secrets and stuff. Like that's just not what we set out to do.
Yeah.
And I think there's a use case for vulnerability in a lot of situations and opening up, but we're not, like, if we wanted to sell our souls, we could. That's not what we're doing
Yeah,
here.
like you want to join OnlyFans?
I've thought about feet pics.
Me too.
I see
Seems
that I would be comfortable with. Then you don't see your face.
I don't know.
Listen, sell your feet all you want.
All right. Thanks, babe. Thank you. Thank you.
So what do you think it would have been like when you guys met us and started dating us? We weren't big on social. We had a small social media presence. Has anything in terms of our relationships or the way like we are as people changed as our social accounts have grown? And do you think if you met us now with the following and the jobs we have and the lives we live, would you have not wanted to date us or thought differently about dating us?
You were kind of doing the same thing when I first met you. You had the podcast. You weren't doing like a full-time job. You were doing some other stuff on the side. So I think like your livelihood hasn't changed that much, except you're not doing the other stuff on the side, which I think you're much happier about. So I think it's all been like positive outside of that. As far as what's changed about you with the following, I would say like when you first started, you were very against like being a like quote unquote like influencer, and now you're kind of like, okay, like I'll take a free Joe and the juice, it's fine.
Wait, you guys get those?
Yeah.
Step up our game.
I'm sorry. I'll work on it.
But yeah, I think those are the biggest differences. I don't think like you're like one thing that helped us when we first started dating was you did have a very like not free schedule, but you can be flexible with your schedule and move things around, and that helped us date early on. So I think that was like a big like win for us.
Yeah, Jake's days off of work were not Saturday and Sunday. They were Monday and Tuesday.
Yes, we were like going out on
and
Mondays
he was like
and stuff.
working nights.
Wow.
We learned that
But it
every
was
restaurant we wanted to go to in New York City was not open on a Monday or Tuesday. It was very bizarre.
It was like peak pandemic. Vaccine had like
Mm.
just come out on our third or fourth date. Like, so it made sense why other restaurants weren't open on Monday.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
It is a little different because when you guys started dating, Ilana was kind of doing this already.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
weren't.
No,
really.
you weren't. You were doing normal full-time job.
Yeah. So what were your thoughts?
When you first started doing it?
No, just like sum up the question again. Like before we started dating, I had some TikToks out. I remember you even like when you DM'd me or whatever and we talked. You were
I didn't even know what TikTok was. I mean, I knew what it was. I've never used it. I never watched one until I first started dating Carly.
Okay.
Do you watch TikTok now?
Yeah,
TikToks now?
sometimes I get sucked into a hole. I'm not gonna-
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You just sit there for like 30
crazy.
minutes watching TikTok.
But no, I mean, the thing that I found most interesting is, you worked really hard in your full-time job before this. And then when you transition more to doing this for your own business, you still put the same amount of effort and if not even more into this like full time. it's pretty impressive how you've grown, from, so small to having nothing to now, a big following. And it's been nice to see, to see you kind of grow into it, and
Yeah.
grow your own business. It's
Yeah.
pretty impressive. Not a lot of people can do it.
Would you, if we were to just start dating right now,
Mhm.
and you kind of saw, and I had everything that I had now, and you saw my content and like what I put out there, would you still be interested, or would you kind of be like, eh?
No, I still would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's interesting.
Love that.
I love that. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you've built, a business for yourself, and I think it's pretty impressive. A lot of people can't say that they've done that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say when someone, let's say you have a new coworker
Mhm.
and they learn that you're engaged and they ask what your fiance does? What do you
I just
say?
immediately pull up TikTok.
And do you feel any like embarrassment around that?
Not really.
You can be honest.
No, I mean, I don't actually just like show them that. I tell them that she does quote unquote influencer things where she'll partner with different brands and help make content for them. So I kind of make it seem like not that she's an influencer.
Yeah. Fair.
'Cause
Jake? Oh,
A lot of coworkers also in my industry, they're a little bit older. So they're like, influencer, what is that exactly? So I kind of need to dumb it down for them a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it comes up a lot because I wear my Seen Other People sweatshirt a lot. So people ask, like, oh, what is that? I'm like, oh, it's my fiance's podcast. I tell them about you have a podcast. I think like what comes up mostly is like different in lifestyles, right? Like I still work nights and weekends sometimes, or like my teams definitely do. And then I'm like, yeah, Ilana's got the freedom to like go to Florida whenever she wants or do these trips and whatnot if you wanted to and if I was free. I think that's like what it always comes back to with work for me is mine is very in person all the time.
Yeah, I would say mine's the same too.
Yeah.
We definitely, I'm always like, sometimes I kind of wish I had the flexibility that
Yeah,
Carly
totally.
and Ilana have in terms of work. And
I wish you did too.
Yeah.
It's
Agree.
very annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys get just a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
I'll leave my job
We're
and be
trying.
stay at home
Wait.
dad.
Speaking of,
Speaking of, okay, I had to say this because Ilana told me this the other day and I had no idea. And then we'll get back into the questions. I heard that if Ilana hits 100K, you will move apartments.
Yeah, definitely.
What about 100K to you is like, okay, now we can move apartments?
I don't know. It's just a huge like milestone. And yeah, I think she would start making more money if she was at 100K.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, yeah, it's not like a sure like science thing, but like hers has been like so organic through years. Like also that she's had like such a loyal following. I think if you got to 100,000, it'd be like really established.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think you would feel more established, and you would also.
So does
I
she
think
thinks that too.
I think it would
Then she's
translate into some more money as well.
It will. I mean, it will.
It will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It will.
that's a fact. It
Yeah,
definitely
it's
will.
a reality. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely will. But
So 2-bedroom?
Well, I mean, then we gotta see how much you're making at that point.
make it a
No, if we're moving, we're
Do
moving
a
to a 2-bedroom
3-bedroom.
so I can
Yeah.
build a
We
studio
could.
and have an
Yes,
office.
we could. Yes, agreed.
Thank
2
you.
bedroom.
okay,
We
you
can
guys
move.
all heard that.
Thank
If
you.
Ilana
Fine.
gets to 100K,
It doesn't need to be a doorman building.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
We don't live in
like,
one now. I don't need
what-
that.
Whatever. I don't
she
care.
gets a
One
podcast
bedroom.
studio.
100K will be
What
whatever
about
you
me? What do I? Because
Me too.
I've been saying this now
In
too
the
that
West
I
Village.
really, really want.
You hit 100K. You got
Your apartment's incredible.
You got to get to 200K. Then we'll talk.
The things I would do to have your apartment.
Yeah, that's fair. But I just want a
And
studio.
she still complains she doesn't
You
have enough
can,
closet
you
space.
can, you can do that. You can make that in your apartment.
Mm,
Yeah,
Yes.
this is what I deal
You
with.
can.
This is what I deal with. This is okay. Next
You can.
next question here.
Are there any misconceptions about influencers that you guys have learned since being with us?
So many misconceptions. Yeah, like everything.
Like what?
People probably think it's such an easy job, just make a video and like you sell something, whatever, or partner with a brand. But seeing how much time goes into getting ready, putting everything together, then filming the video, editing the video, recutting the video. It's like there's a lot that goes into the work to produce the content than most people probably think from just watching the video.
I
for-
feel
for
like-
20, 30 seconds.
And I feel like
whatever.
I've had to really show you that because
Mhm.
at first you were very.
I was like, oh, you're just making a video. Like, why is this taking so long?
Oh
And
my
then
god.
Hours will go by.
She made me
She's
make
still editing.
a video. Took us all night. I mean, I just can't say words. Like,
This is the
I'm just in
tough
front of
one. Oh,
I'm
no.
just in front of a camera being like men's hair care. Like she's like, what are you saying? And then she goes and does like 20 of them, like kind of rapid fire. I feel like whenever you get dressed up, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do like a bunch of videos right now.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
as good
Mhm.
as about that as she is. to be
Yeah, you're
honest.
pretty good at it.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have a favorite PR package or perk that you've gotten to use
Oh, yeah.
or gotten access to via us?
I mean, there's definitely been a couple of them. I would say the top have probably been the standing desk in the office.
He loves
Love
the
that.
standing desk. Loves the standing desk. That was a good one.
And then probably the Roan clothing. Yeah. I mean, I wear that a lot.
Jason loves.
Not wearing it right now, but I do
Yeah.
love Roan.
Love Ron. That's probably the best partnership we could have done.
Yeah. Their stuff's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you like your free dinners.
Yeah. Those, yeah, definitely like those.
What about you, Jake?
I would say the HelloFresh ones. Those are good. Makes us like cook a little bit, have different meals instead of
See, that's a good
pizza
one
and
too.
sushi.
Code SOPFREE, SOPFREE for free breakfast for life.
I got some bad news. Susan Angelo got HelloFresh and they did not use the code.
Killing
That's
me.
the
Hate
I
that.
know, I
Hate that
know.
when they don't
Me.
use the
I know.
code.
They're gonna be so mad that I just shared that on the pod. They're like, "Don't tell Ilana." Now I just told more than just Ilana. Yeah, I would say that one. You also got me a sweatshirt one time, which was the only article of clothing I've ever gotten.
Jason gets a lot of clothing.
That was from.
She gets like 10 outfits a week, I feel like, and I got like one sweatshirt one time, and I do wear it at least once.
It was a feet sweatshirt. It's her ex-boyfriend's company.
Oh.
He lives in it.
That's funny.
Oh my God. Wow. So now we are promoting my ex-boyfriend's company on our podcast. How do you feel about that, Jason?
I mean, that's good. Listen, let the guy make some money.
Comfy clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comfy clothes. Comfy clothes.
All right. A few questions about our relationships. First and foremost, we want to know what you guys were like before us. Like, what were you like as single men? What was your like go-to date plan? What was your typical type?
I'll start. I mean, so living in Manhattan, so before I moved to Florida,
Mhm.
living in Manhattan, I was never really much of the girlfriend type. I mean, it would take me a lot of dates to get like a serious girlfriend. So I went a good amount of dates in Manhattan.
He was a dater. Jason was.
Were you a dater or were you a fuckboy?
Be honest.
I mean, it depends who you ask, I would say.
He was a
Um,
fuckboy, from what I've heard.
No, but I would go on dates. It'd be consistent with one person, maybe for a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. But I wouldn't consider them my girlfriend or anything like very serious.
But I think this is good because I think a lot of people go on dates and they have this, misconception of maybe this guy being a fuckboy, like, oh, like he's never gonna change. But you kind of did.
Yeah, no, I definitely changed. But I wasn't going on these dates thinking like, all right, I'm just gonna go and hook up with somebody and then the end of them. But
So when you were going on these dates, though, were you going with the idea of I'm looking for something?
yeah,
You were.
no, I always was. Listen, if I found the right person, I'd make it work, and clearly I did,
You did.
eventually.
Eventually. Took some time. Okay. Jake, what were you like?
Yeah, I would say I always dated with the intention to like find my person, like have a relationship. I would say definitely, like while I was at two jobs ago, I was traveling a lot for work, so it was almost impossible to actually date someone. Ended up meeting Ilana shortly after leaving that job, so I think that really helped. But I was traveling like 25 days a month at some point, so.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
It was
that's a lot.
super hard to date.
Yeah.
So I would just come back and probably get pretty drunk with my friends on weekends, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
that was more.
In fairness, there's
For-
a
for a
difference,
while.
right? If I'm going on a date with someone, it's a different story versus I'm going to the bars with my
Mhm.
friends.
Meet someone.
Jason
Meet
had
someone,
a lot of
that's a whole
3
different story.
a.m.ers that he would text. Did you or did you not?
I mean,
I'm putting you on the spot.
no, we all had those people. I feel like even girls did too. Don't put just me on the spot.
Okay,
There was
sorry.
definitely girls that probably did the same thing.
Okay.
But
What were
yeah, we
your
had-
guys' type and do we fit them?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, Carly probably fits it to a T. But I mean, I didn't discriminate on anyone.
Like you would go out with a blonde.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would.
So big of you.
So
I
it's you have such a big heart.
I know. I try. No, I mean, definitely darker hair, lighter eyes would be my ideal type. Clearly, it is. Physically, but then also someone who had, some sort of business drive. I didn't want someone who's like, I just, I don't want to do anything for work. I just want to sit around and, kind of be lazy. I didn't like the lazy type of attitude, but someone who had drive too.
So I can't just be a stay-at-home mom?
Yeah, you can because you're also an influencer.
Okay.
Those are two different things. Being a stay-at-home
Yeah.
mom is a job.
Yeah, and so is being an influencer.
It's true.
Okay. Jake, what was your type? And does Ilana meet it?
Ilana meets it. I mean, I would say it was like, Jewish Westchester type
Mhm.
person, like grew up with same values and same lifestyle, same like just upbringing. So yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay, sweet for their
There
types.
she is.
Yeah.
Sweet Westchester Jewish girl.
Yeah, she went to
Went to
Syracuse, from
Rah-Rah.
Armonk, lived
Fit
in
the bill.
lived in Murray Hill.
What was
All the
your
boxes.
guys' immediate first impression of us on our first dates?
Cold.
No, not me. I was not cold. It was cold out.
I
But
know.
what was
I
your
know.
impression of me and not the 20-degree weather?
My impression was that you were like fun because you made light of all that type of stuff. Like you were it was very obvious that you were like much more social than I was, and you can be like, I brought this, and like, you
I brought my portable
you had,
hand
like-
warmer. Want to
you
borrow?
had like conversations like almost pre-made for like the date and being freezing cold, which I like enjoyed. I could tell there was like effort being put into those type of things.
Well, I guess, so we had a FaceTime date. Because
Does that count though? As
I
first date? I don't know if that.
I mean, it's your first impression. I forced you to
Yeah,
go
I
on a
guess-
FaceTime date with me.
Yes, but I feel like
Okay.
I don't
you
think I
choose.
could get an actual impression from somebody from a FaceTime date. Like I
Not
can
a
get a
vibe.
general, vibe. to
Okay,
be
so then
great.
what was your first impression? You can choose whether a FaceTime or first date.
I think the real first date in person. I would say definitely your eyes, obviously, looked nicer in person.
Oh,
they
than
did-
on
they
the
did in
phone?
FaceTime. But no, just how down to earth you were, I think was really nice. And, definitely talking about things that I didn't think would come up, like past relationships. And like, it kind of just felt like we knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we seemed very comfortable with each other.
So I know I'm jumping around here a little, but something you just brought up was talking about past relationships and kind of getting deep on a first date.
Yeah.
A lot of quote unquote dating rules are like, don't talk about anything past relationship on the first date. Like, did you think that was weird, me asking you questions and being so open about it?
Not really. Just because it felt kind of natural. It didn't feel like, this is kind of cringy or, why are we talking about this?
I think I actually remember you saying like, whoa, no one's ever actually asked me that on a
Yeah.
first date.
Probably not, honestly.
What did you guys think in general? I know you hear us preach a lot about being anti-dating rules, and we talk about how I confirmed our date the day of. You asked Jason to FaceTime. We both said, I love you first, things like that. How did that make you guys feel when it was in the moment? And what do you think of the dating rules that women are encouraged to follow in general?
A couple of dating rules are,
Like-
girls.
Kiss the guy or don't kiss. Or
Oh yeah,
guys kiss the girl on the first.
we also both made the first moves to kiss you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Another one is like
you
girls.
can't send a thank you text or never text first, never take initiative to plan the date.
Honestly, I think a lot of those rules are kind of dumb.
Like, would it turn you off? Well, it didn't, but
If a girl texted you thanking you for drinks
No.
after the date,
Definitely not.
you
I
would
think
like that.
Yeah, I think that's normal. Listen, if she didn't have a good time, I would rather know if a girl texts me like, thanks for drinks. Like, honestly, though, I don't see this going anywhere.
Mhm.
Versus like, if she did have a good time, thanks for drinks. I had a great time. Like, let's do it again sometime.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I listened to like Jared's podcast a lot, so I feel like I was very like in tune of like dating rules or like what I should do for dating.
but you didn't confirm the date.
I was going to though. Like
It was 5
it
p.m.
was,
My
like-
friends were
it
telling me
like,
I was getting stood up.
close to that time to do so. But no, like I don't think it's weird that you like confirm the date. I don't think it's weird that like you text after the date. So no,
What
those
about
wouldn't be turnoffs.
What about knowing that people are told if they don't confirm the date by 11 a.m. or 1 p.m., then you've made other plans, you're busy.
I think it depends, right? It depends if someone also has a job that's very demanding where you don't know what time you're actually going to get out of work. If it's during the week, if it's a weekend, confirm the date. Like, come on, you got to confirm the time and actually have a plan. But if it's someone as long as they give you a heads up and say, you know, this is kind of crazy work, but also that could be an excuse to maybe they're like, do I really want to go out and go on this date tonight?
Yeah.
So
I think I would like assume positive intent always. Like that's just something that like I live life with. So like don't just be mindful. Like don't just think, okay, this is my first date with someone. They may cancel if I haven't heard from them by like like that seems kind of wild. Or you're just assuming that this person like hates like they asked you to go on the date originally.
Yeah, guys
It's
aren't
still at
thinking
that point. Like if
deep.
it starts because
No.
well, let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
If you were planning to go on a date with a guy, right, and he did cancel like an hour before, would you give him a second date? This is a first date.
I would, but I would feel a little anxious about it. If he immediately was like, I'm so sorry, like I'm getting stuck at work tonight. Are you able to do Thursday night instead? Or can you do
Like, he
what
already
nights
had a
work for you next
prepared,
week?
like, plan.
Exactly. Otherwise, I'd be like, oh, he's just trying to get out of this date.
Yeah.
But I would never be like, ew, screw him. Like he's not considerate.
Mhm.
Bye.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about girls shooting their shot?
Like asking a guy on a date?
Yeah. That's kind of
It's happened to me. It's definitely happened to me on the apps. And I've definitely gone out with dates or girls who have asked me on dates before.
yeah, it doesn't turn you off.
No, it wouldn't turn me off.
What about you?
Yeah, I agree. Wouldn't turn me off. Definitely.
I would say it generally it didn't happen that often when I was single, but it did happen.
I will say I was put on the spot a few times in person with people giving me like their numbers and stuff, and I never went anywhere.
Mm,
I don't think that has anything to do with people like shooting their shot, essentially.
Yeah.
okay.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's something. What did you tell your friends about us in the early stages? And how did you know you were ready to like take it further into a relationship? Do you guys remember what you told your friends?
man, I don't remember anything I did yesterday.
I mean, I remember telling them that I was going on like back-to-back dates, and that I don't think I've ever done that in my life.
Yeah.
You know, clearly we vibed well from the first date. And I think they're like, wow, like usually you don't do that. She's got to mean something if you're doing that. So
Okay.
I think they probably thought you were different too.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I was excited. I mean, obviously, definitely like talked to my friends about it. I remember for our third date, I was supposed to work on Sunday and you were coming home and I canceled work and I texted my friend Danny being like, hey, like, what do you think? Should I, take off from work this day to go on this date? And he's like, you never know. Like this could be your person. And then, yeah. So I took off from work. We went on a date and
Thanks, Danny.
yeah, it is.
What was the biggest challenge when moving in with us?
Oh, that's easy.
Take your time, why don't you?
I would say probably two of them.
Do you want to go on? You want to make a list?
I mean, how much time we got?
Yeah.
Clothes all over the place at all times, or leaving the cabinets open was definitely a big pinpoint for me.
He doesn't like that.
Why
No.
can't you just close them?
I don't know.
The
I try.
they open and take something out, they stay open. They don't close.
And he doesn't like when I don't put things away.
Yeah.
God forbid I don't put things away right away.
Listen, you take something out, you put it back in its
Jason
spot.
would hate living with me and Jake.
Yeah.
It would not work.
We're both very bad at it.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
your biggest challenge when moving in together?
I feel like I'm just like super low key and nothing really bothers me that much. So I don't know if anything.
I'm
What's that
relatively
like?
unbothered too.
Yeah, and you are too, 100%. Maybe like now the only thing that bothers me maybe is like not wiping Barkley's paws for bed or something like that. I think
Jake one day decided that it's gross that Barkley like gets in our bed.
I like don't mind that he's like on the top bed.
Well,
Like,
it
when he
is.
goes
You know
into-
what?
when he goes
I
in,
wouldn't
like
be able to do that.
when
I'm sorry,
and
it is
mo-
gross.
most
He's
and-
walking
and
around
mo-
New York City.
and most people wouldn't exactly. Yeah, and I feel like I've been making a conscious effort to like wipe his paws every
Mhm.
night.
Yeah.
But like the top cover versus like when he gets into the sheets, I'm like, get him out of the sheets. Like, it's gross. Or when he's on like, oh my god.
But I'm not
No.
like
So
I'm not-
so
aggressively being like, let's take Barkley into the sheets. I
This-
don't do that.
this is a really bad story. One night I came home and I was going to sleep, and Barkley like will like lick something for a while, right? And so I go to my pillow and I like put my hands on the other side of the pillow, right? And it's like soaking wet. And I go, Ilana, did Barkley lick my pillow like crazy and you just flipped my pillow over? You didn't like switch
Just flipped it
the
over.
pillowcase
Oh my
or something?
God.
Like, are you
He
kidding
would
me?
probably break up with me.
It was soaked. I was like,
Oh
are you
my
It's like a
God.
I was
puddle
like
of
half
saliva.
asleep and I realized it. I'm like, oh, I'll just flip it. You won't-
You would not be okay
She's
with
like
that.
tried stuff like that before in the apartment, and I noticed like that.
But that's how I know that me and Ilana are at the same level of laziness.
Yeah.
One last question for you before our game. What do you guys hope your life looks like in 5 years from now?
Alana looked fearful of that question because she knows what my answer is. 5 years?
He's like a whole basketball team of kids.
How many years for kids? Well, at least one kid, hopefully, at that point.
I can work with that.
One kid in 5 years? Yeah. You can work with
Alana,
that.
100,000 followers. We're in a new apartment.
Okay.
In 5 years?
I'm
Do
just,
you want to be in an apartment
I'm
in 5
just
years?
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Absolutely
No.
not.
We would like to be in a house in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Happy, in love, have good jobs that we like, family healthy.
Love that.
I'd say similar.
Oh,
Minimum-
Jets in the Super Bowl, or at least in the playoffs.
I would say similar. I would say minimum one kid in 5 years, hopefully two.
2.
Well, hopefully two.
Because we're having 3.
Well, we'll see about that. That's a whole different conversation.
Mm.
Definitely have a house within 5 years. You know, somewhere preferably in like Boca or Delray area.
Westchester. Said that.
And I would say, hopefully, having more flexibility with work would be nice. That I can spend more time with the kids.
It would be nice.
I don't know if you were still working. I think while having kids, it would be nice too. You know, still doing. Hopefully, the podcast is
We will.
millions and millions of followers. So
We're all getting married this year, and we wanted to play our version of the newlywed game.
Yes.
This is good prep for bridal showers.
We're going to ask a question
Okay.
and specify who the question is about, whether it's like about you guys or Ilana and Carly. And we're each going to write our answer. We're going to take turns going back and forth and see who has the same correct answers.
so it's couple versus
couples.
Couples.
Yeah, because we want to have the same answers. We
Okay.
want to
Oh,
see
we
who
wanna have the
knows
same
each other
answers. Got it.
best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows
exactly.
each other best. Okay,
That's good.
Okay.
go ahead with the first question.
All right. Jason and Carly. What do you think Jason's favorite body part of Carly is?
It's easy. Oh, wait, let me write it really big so that the
That was
camera.
big enough.
Do we have the same questions
wait.
for both
No.
sides?
Let me write it really big.
Jake's like, I don't know what
Your
favorite. My
body
favorite.
This is easy.
Yeah, what's your favorite?
Okay,
body
you'd say on the count of 3.
My heart. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! I would have thought it was butt.
Wait,
Jason,
I
you have
thought
to
it was gonna
face-
be
you have-
eyes,
Jason, you have
too.
to face it towards there.
Jason,
And
I'm
read it.
sorry.
Wait, I thought.
You know what?
I thought
I wrote
The
that
eyes.
first, and I was like, you know what? I think I like this one the best.
You like my eyes better than my butt?
I thought for sure he was gonna say eyes. I feel like you guys have talked about that before.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, that's
'cause
definitely number 2.
You don't try to touch my eyes every 5 seconds. What is Alana's worst habit?
Worst habit.
Uh-huh. Can't discuss. What's her worst habit? Don't look at what she's writing.
No, I'm done already.
Oh.
Hands up. Clock's done.
Okay.
I only use 4-letter words.
I wrote picking nails.
Oh, I put sick or sneezing.
Write a little bigger next time, but yes, I'm always sick. Fair. Facts. That is worse.
Okay.
All right.
You want to do that one?
What did Jason wear on his first date with Carly?
Oh, I know.
Oh, actually, no, I do remember.
I know what you wore too. You got that one. I'll put it in.
Ready?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3.
A gray cardigan and black jeans and gray cardigan. Woo!
You got it.
High five.
Oh, is it what I wore or is it what you wore?
Whichever. What do you want to do?
I did what you wore.
Okay.
Okay. Write down what you wore. Jason, do you have any idea what I wore?
No. Actually, I feel like you wore one of those little
Jeans,
free
sweater, and
people tank
lighters.
tops.
You got the white jacket.
White-
White
White
jacket.
jacket,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's all write this down.
Okay.
What is the date of our each respective
Oh
anniversaries?
God.
Okay.
Do you know it?
No. Yeah.
Anniversary of,
Our anniversary. What do
No,
you
I
mean?
know that, but like
are you at
Here's a different question.
first date?
when
or
you get engaged though, does it switch?
it will be our wedding
Your wedding.
anniversary, not
Okay.
engagement.
But write our anniversary.
I
You
don't
don't know this. Oh, Jake doesn't know your anniversary? Are
No.
you serious?
Serious.
This is what I have to deal with.
Okay,
There's
1,
a really
2,
funny TikTok I'll
3.
show you guys after.
December 18th.
Wow,
All right, Jake, come
impressive.
on. What was the date of our first date?
Our first date. February 8th.
Woo! He
Wow.
knows something.
All right. Okay, next question.
Give me a hard one.
give you a hard one?
Give me easier ones.
I was proud you knew her wedding date. Okay, in an emergency, who would Carly call if she couldn't call you?
Her mom.
Yeah. All right, Carly, in an emergency, who would Jason call?
His mom. Little mama's boy.
If moms were not available.
Who would I call? It's so easy. Who would I call?
Jenna.
Yeah.
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 Who would you call if you couldn't call your parents
Yeah.
and me? It depends on the situation of like what's happening to you. If you're like sick, it might be like Julie or something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Except she's in California, so that doesn't help in every situation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She'll
it
put-
is
she'll-
situational.
She'll put you in
Yeah.
contact.
It's definitely situational. If something
right
like I just something like I need like legal help or something
Yeah.
like
Clearly calling her
All
dad.
right, what is Carly's least favorite food and what is my least favorite food?
Least?
food. I don't know. Whatever that thing Kerwin said last time.
I don't know if she's gonna get this.
Your least favorite food? I have no idea.
okay, Jason.
Okay, use
One, two, three.
Indian!
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, like
I
type of
literally
food?
won't go.
I wasn't thinking that. Okay, how about this? Why don't we do Jake's least favorite food?
What's my least favorite food?
Well, you guys should know that.
I don't even know my least favorite food.
Jason,
You
I
have
think
one?
we're winning.
How do you have a
What
least
is
favorite
Jake's
food?
least favorite thing that Ilana eats?
There's a lot. The artichoke hearts.
Hearts of Bob!
Artichoke heart.
Is
Okay.
what he meant.
Is what I meant.
If me and Ilana, like separately, if we could do anything on a Sunday, what would it be?
Like a date, like me.
No,
and
no, no. Like
Alana?
if Ilana can just choose.
Ideal
like,
Sunday.
What's her ideal Sunday? Okay.
All right, ready? 1, 2,
You guys
3.
first.
What'd you put?
I wrote
Yeah.
workout, work,
Well, I gotta
show,
answer.
Barkley miso soup.
Oh, those are fine. You said, I was saying this, a movie, and sushi.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Sit on the couch with Love Island and coffee. Make coffee. Watch
Love Island.
Love Island in bed. There we go.
Okay, so you chose couch, I chose bed.
Yeah.
I would do both. You're right. That's my.
It depends if I was home.
Yeah, if you were home, it's bed.
Yeah, she'd be in bed.
If he wasn't home, I was on the couch.
Okay. What do we do that annoys you guys, but we continue to do it even though we know it's annoying?
Jason's like, literally, how long do you have?
It's like, I actually know the answer for this one.
Actually, I'm gonna do it. Let's see. I don't think she's gonna get this one.
Me and Jake first. 1, 2, 3. I wrote complain about Barkley barking.
Oh no, I have like the hair wand thing for you. Because you always tell me to put my shaving stuff away, and then you
Oh,
keep your hair thing.
Oh, I leave
all
my
the time.
Dyson out all the time.
She's like, I don't understand why you can't just put your shaver and your shaving cream away. It takes 1 second to open the drawer and put it away, and then every day her hair thing is out. And I'm like, it's the same conversation, right? And now mine hasn't been out in forever.
And neither is mine. I moved the location of it.
All right.
So now our sink is empty.
So I feel like there's a 100 long list of things I do that annoy you that I continue to do, but I'm curious what yours is. What did you put?
Eat in bed.
Oh, I didn't even add that one. I wrote leave drawer open. Shoes in bedroom. I don't put things back.
Yeah.
I would never want to eat in bed. We've talked
Yeah,
about
I
that
wouldn't.
recently,
I
like,
wouldn't either.
ew.
Even spending like,
See?
even like spending my day in bed.
Or even
is,
like ordering
tough.
room service, I would move to the couch.
I
instead of
wouldn't.
bed.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Okay, this one's gonna be easier. Basically, we have a series of questions, and you just write
Like,
Jason or Carly or
Okay.
Jake.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like who does blank, and we write it. So the first one is who is the better cook?
Out of us two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, write big.
Sorry.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ilana, Jason.
Yay.
Who is more emotional? 1, 2, 3.
I put Jake.
Really? We got Carly,
I'm
Ilana,
like-
and Jake.
I'm like the most emotional.
You said Jake loves his biggest thing is he's like, yeah, I cry at everything. I cry every day. I'm like,
I
you
hasn't
don't
cried once.
cry.
I do. It's true. I guess I haven't really cried with you for whatever reason.
Are you going to cry at your wedding?
100%.
Jason fully won't.
I don't know that Jake will.
I
He
will-
always says he will. I don't think
I
he will.
promise that I will cry the entire time. Like
When?
when you walk out, when we're doing vows,
promise.
whenever,
That's a
whenever,
big promise.
whenever I have to speak is when it's going to start out. I can think about it now and I will cry.
Jason's like, I'm going to go have to
True.
find water to like put on my
I just
eyes.
don't think this is
Bring
true.
Visine with me.
It's very true. I mean, listen, I'll be pretty happy if I don't, honestly. I just know that I'm not that. As soon as I start talking about stuff that makes me
Mm.
emotional, I
Okay.
start to cry.
Wait, you can't write my name. We didn't even do the question yet.
Who's in charge of making plans?
Well, I saw the question. That's why.
1, 2, 3. We have Jason, Alana, and both.
us.
When do you make plans? I'm the one texting your friend.
Did we not go on a holiday last week that I totally set
Once
up?
in 6 months, you planned a date.
I picked out a date and I said, this
Once
day,
in
clear your
the last 6
calendar.
months.
We're having a whole day.
Wait,
Once
Wait,
in the
wait,
last
wait.
6 months.
You guys call it a holiday?
A holiday.
Date.
Oh, holiday.
It was like our Christmas, New Year's Day.
Who sleeps more?
That's, this is what you get back for not having a commute.
1, 2, 3. Carly, Alana.
Okay, who is messier? I think we can all guess this one. At least for us.
Even though I erased mine.
1, 2, 3. Carly. I wrote
Wow.
Jake.
I put
Jake
both.
said both.
Oh.
Okay, Jake's right. Both.
No, I walked home the other day and it was like a disaster.
I told you there were reasons. I had an hour between our like 400 recordings and then me having to go to an event.
I've
I
heard
had a
that
duffel
one
bag of
before. I've heard that
clothes.
one many times.
Who is a smarter spender? We have Jake. And we have both and
I said
Jason, both.
and then I said both. So I'm a good budgeter. Like
She's
I'm not.
she's good at budgeting.
But you're really smart when it comes to like making sure we get
The most for our money.
the most for our money. He knows all of the point system, all the credit cards, all of the travel stuff. Like he knows.
That's a good skill.
It's a really good skill to be
Fair.
almost married to. Okay, well we don't need to do this one. But who pees more?
I don't know. This is a tough one. I think I know what you're going to write, though.
1, 2, 3. I wrote both
Jason.
and Barkley.
Yeah, I have a Barks.
Jason.
Carly does not pee during the day.
Carly doesn't pee.
No,
Ever.
I don't get it.
No.
Do you
Me-
guys,
Or
get
poop.
on like a 2-hour
I don't
Zoom and
poop either.
Ilana goes like 3 times?
Yeah, it's really annoying. No, she's actually
I
good
will
at it.
pee. I remember once when I was in Jersey over the summer, I think I counted, I peed 8 times before Carly peed once.
Wait,
Yeah.
so you both pee very often?
All the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
We're going to have like an intermission in our wedding ceremony. It's a problem.
That's gonna
the
be
fact
really
that we've made it
interesting.
through this is a miracle.
Who is more stubborn? Changing my answer, actually.
Dun, dun, dun. All
I
right.
feel like you're going to put Barkley. again.
1. Okay. Jason,
Carly.
Carly.
Jason.
Alana.
I wrote neither and Carly.
He's more
See?
stubborn than you would think.
What am I stubborn about?
Well, I was just compared to me. I'm not stubborn. I'm very not stubborn.
Neither am I. Name,
Well,
name
we
one.
both
I have
are.
specific things.
Yes.
But I wouldn't say I'm stubborn.
Okay.
Who
Oh,
takes
maybe.
longer showers?
Oh, wow. Feels like a pointed question.
Okay, 1,
right.
2, 3. Carly.
Jason.
Really? You think you
Jake.
take longer showers?
Jake.
Jake
I think
takes
yours are pretty quick.
the longest
true.
showers of anyone I've ever met.
Really?
Like, I don't understand what you do in there. Like, write a whole TED talk?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's a good time to think.
Maybe.
All right.
Okay, this is fun.
This is our last
Final
one.
question.
This is this is a big one.
But there is one thing we missed, but we'll do it at the end.
We would like for you guys to draw what you think our wedding dresses look like. And if you can't draw, you can describe them.
It's a good game.
Jason's really stressed because all he's going to say is,
What?
It's a good guess. It could be ivory.
Here's what I know I don't think it is. How about that? And it doesn't have arm sleeves.
arm sleeves.
Some people I've seen arm sleeves.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's not like gonna be like one of those ballerina dresses.
Can you guys try and draw it while
Okay.
describing it?
Yeah.
All right. I can do this. Go the other way on my board here.
I think that's smart.
And remember, there's options of like strapless or sleeve. Or,
Yeah, we can help you out.
Yeah, we can help you out. Like
I got
strapless or
this, I
sleeves
got
or sweetheart dress. Like,
They don't know what that means.
yeah. Fitted, beads, lace,
Ooh.
satin.
Feathers,
Yeah.
long veil, short veil, poofy, not poofy,
I think
I don't even
high
know
neck,
what
low
I'm
neck.
mine's pretty good. Barbara has got some competition.
My mom's an artist.
All right, Jake, you're,
So
if
is
you're
Jake.
done-
I don't even know what I'm
All
drawing.
right,
so-
Jake, let's see it. Please describe your work to us.
You look like a spider in this.
How many legs and arms do I have?
I gotta cover it because of the bottom of the.
Okay, Jake, show us your artwork and describe what my wedding dress looks like.
Show it to the camera. Okay, describe from top to bottom. What does it look like?
So I think it's obviously white. I think it's like strap here, like showing, whatever.
What?
What?
Like just a regular
A strap here.
A strap.
strap,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
One?
Well, strap and strap.
Okay.
Like regular dress, like kind of like tighter on this. And then as
On
you get,
this?
and then
Tighter wear.
like on your body. And then as you get below the waist, I think it's gonna be a little poof, but not like a big poof. That's what I think.
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
Jake would walk out if I wore a one sleeve dress.
Yeah.
I'm putting that out there.
Out on
One sleeve.
out-
He hates.
out on one sleeves. I don't think
even
anybody
know what that
looks
is.
good.
What about like,
One
is it simple?
But
Is there
it's
lace?
gonna
Is
be
there
up.
sparkle? Is there nothing?
Alana, I have no idea.
I think Carly's is gonna be more simple. It's not gonna have like crazy amounts of lace everywhere. I think it's gonna be strapless. Actually, maybe not. I don't know.
Dun dun dun. Won't it be fun to find out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have that much time till I find out.
Yeah.
3 months.
3
Clock's
months.
ticking.
3 months. Okay. Last question, and then
You
we're
guys are
done.
free to go.
You're literally free to go.
You did
This is my
it.
drawing, by the way.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know what this is.
What?
It's a person missing arms. And
Where's
legs.
the person?
Wait,
It's the
literally.
head.
Wait, where's the person?
I had here, and then it looked like boobs, and then I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Here.
We know I don't have that.
Yeah.
Can you show the camera one more? Oh, we started racing.
Looks like a bad dream.
Yeah, it looks terrible. Okay. Real quick, because I know we're running out of time. Jake, what is one thing about Ilana that you think I don't know?
She had birds growing up.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you did.
No.
We've talked about this.
You-
That I was
like
a bird
multiple
girl.
Birds?
Yeah, we had like 7 pet birds.
No, I
You
didn't
had
know that.
7 birds.
Yeah.
Ilana, I
Yeah.
swear.
Really?
Didn't know that.
Was that on my list of things you don't
That
know?
was really good, Jake.
Thank you.
Wow.
That was
Okay.
a good one.
Do you remember any of their
I thought it was
names?
good.
No.
They were Mac, Quack, Lucky, Jeter, Smokey. I don't remember the rest.
Okay.
I probably could have gotten Jeter.
All right. Jason, what's one thing about me that you don't think Ilana
She
knows?
might know. I don't know if she knows though. That every time she takes a bite of chocolate for the first time, she sneezes.
What?
What?
You didn't know that?
What do you mean?
What planet
Like
are we
any
So
from?
she
like
takes a bite of
like
chocolate.
any chocolate? Like if we had chocolate here,
Like a yeah,
but
piece of
you
chocolate.
you've
You
had
didn't last
but you
night,
but
did you?
but you've had that type of chocolate before, or is
Yeah.
it just like today?
No, she's had that type of chocolate.
No, I've had it's usually like darker chocolate,
Yeah, it's usually darker.
darker chocolate, like but
But
yeah.
you've done it with milk chocolate.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah. And it's just the first bite.
But it's actually I don't think you've done it like chocolate cake. It'd be like actual
insane.
chocolate.
Yeah, it's like chocolate. So like I have like a
Cocoa.
I want to
chocolate
see
chip.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a chocolate chip or like have a piece of fudge, whatever it is. I sneeze, but then that's it.
Only one sneeze.
One sneeze.
Weird.
Like, is
Lana,
she
maybe that's your thing
allergic?
too, underratedly. Maybe that's
What?
why you sneeze all the time.
Probably. Oh, because I eat chocolate all the time. I did have actually the bird thing on my list of things you don't know about me.
Did
so
you?
yeah,
What else was on your list?
I can't tell. We're saving it for the
Okay.
future.
We're gonna have a
for
whole
a rainy
episode.
day.
Okay, guys, that's our episode. I know we went a little over time, but like, what did you think?
We're here for it. Let's do another hour.
Oh, Jason crying all morning that he had to come to this podcast, and now he's like, "All right, I'm kind of into this."
Yeah.
Are you like?
When's our
What
next appearance?
What'd you think about it?
It was good.
After the weddings.
Yeah, we should do one after the wedding.
We'll do a
Definitely.
wedding.
We'll do a recap.
Yeah.
of like everything
Reunion.
that was worth it and everything that we wish
Mm.
we didn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of Jake's planning. We'll
All of
see.
Jake's planning.
Yeah.
Thanks.
See it come to life.
Do you guys
Yeah.
have any final thoughts for the Life in Progress family?
Life in Progress family. Keep listening. And if you don't listen, subscribe, like, and share.
There you go.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like and share with the friends.
I love that.
Come on.
Boys.
All right, well, you guys
Get
know what to
Ilana
do.
to
You know where to
100K.
find us at it. At It's Life in Progress on Instagram and TikTok. Email us, carlyandalana@gmail.com. Keep sending us questions. We love the questions. Rate and review on Spotify. Share with friends. Share in your stories. Let us know what you're loving. And yeah, let us know what you thought about Jason and Jake. And if you have any other questions for them, maybe we'll do a part 2.
We definitely
Or
will do
shoot me a
part two.
DM.
And
Find
if
it
you
to Jason's DM.
if you want to have either of them commission a piece of artwork for you,
Yeah.
they are
Really
really
Pablo Picasso
talented.
over here.
Let us know. We
can-
will
We can make
we'll
that
make that
happen.
happen.
Yeah, but we
Bye.
will see you next Wednesday. Bye.
Everybody say bye.